Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is part 7 of our series today. So, we are focusing on building the house a little more today, too, expanding it, completing it. So, I'm tearing down a piece that I was experimenting with the walkway. I didn't really like it just now, so I figured I'd tear it out and save some of the resources and then reapply it for other places in the house. Because the house is looking good, I'll show you momentarily what's going on. Just get rid of this slightly. Because I was trying to make a nice little entrance and it just didn't, it looked too square for me making it that way. But we'll trim this down so it kind of lines up with the stairs, kind of like this. So it looks pretty good. So let's go, yeah. So, this is more uniformed. We'll clear out a lot of this dirt so it's not in the way, and then the stone that's behind it at some point. So that's kind of the idea. That's what we want to go with. Unless I want to do it too high here, which I don't think so. That's okay. This is fine. So we'll go ahead and tear a lot of this out. So that stays. That changes. That changes. That changes. Am I off one? I think so. Yeah, I'm off. We'll go ahead and fix that real quick. So I think it's starting to look good because we'll have to work on a grand entrance that comes up here to the mountain so we get our animals and the villagers that we stored up a couple episodes so we can bring them up here. So we can actually start to be a little more efficient than we used to be. Because we'll have to start working on some spawners and stuff like that. I did find a few mob spawners. Well, just one for now, but it's a zombie spawner. We can get a bunch of resources off it, hopefully. It's not as good as the skeleton one, but it's still going to work. Yeah, okay, so this looks much better than I had it earlier. I think this looks nice. This is our old area that we're going to be abandoning here shortly, because everything will be moved by the next episode. So, let's see, because our staircase, I want to kind of apply it here. It's going to look goofy kind of coming up, but again, we have a lot of excess dirt. That is a creeper. How you doing? You can stay down there. But, go here, fix up some of the house. I'm curious if I could sleep now with that creeper, because that was pretty close to the bed on the other side of the wall. Work on this side. It's getting a little dark. The walls are looking good. We may adjust this wall here, but I don't want to keep it all square and blocky. But at some point we might do it once we start applying the rooms. So we'll start designating rooms, naming them, put signs up. Again, we're trying to put the dwarven theme in the mountain. Try to make it look good. And so far I think progress is nice. Mining's been relaxing besides the occasional creeper trying to get you, or a skeleton. But we have armor. If anyone remembers the last couple episodes we were struggling with finding iron. So we have iron. It's just not as much as we would like compared to copper. We have plenty of copper. But soon we'll start to be doing some adventures, expanding out, and then working on some projects. So I'll start getting resources queued up, and then we'll start the builds, and then we'll go through it together. And I like people's input as well too. So if people have ideas of how they would like to see a project done, if they like to see a certain building built, I can try to do it or point me to a reference, and I'm willing to do it. I like the difference. I like going outside my comfort zone when it comes to building. It's relaxing. It's a bit of a challenge. I like the challenges, so it would be cool. I like it. Okay, so we gotta break into our own place here. Yeah, there's a monster like right here. I'm gonna run into it and I'm not gonna like it. Okay, we'll just move the bed. We'll sleep by the entrance to the cave area that we're never going to go to anymore because I already cleared it out. Okay, so go ahead and toss. That has no coal in there. I need to start working on getting some coal again. I've been going through it like crazy. So we're looking good here. We need more stone bricks. Gotta get used to that because we're adjusting as we go. So the doors, they should look good. So we have buttons on one side and then we have pressure plates on the other. So that's, we want to keep that so a creeper, like we saw a couple minutes ago, just doesn't mosey on in and say hello to me and I'm not paying attention, or say if I'm not here waiting for something to smell and then they get me. We don't want that. That wouldn't be fun. Because then I come back, say I was gone for 30 minutes and I come back and all my stuff's gone and it's on me. We would not like that at all. Oop, we're going to lose that stone brick for a moment. So there we go. You know, we're looking decent. We'll have to cover that spot up out there, but for now, it's starting to come full circle here. Yeah, you know, 3 high doesn't look too terrible. You know, I got to get my own skin. You know, unless people like Steve. I like Steve. He's a great character. Hello World. It's a programmer reference, by the way. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, it's starting to look good, you know, pretty clean. Let's get a little dark in here now. We'll put some glowstone against the walls, or put them in the floor as well. Oop, that was a stone brick. Earlier, I was trying to make a recording earlier, and one of those phantoms scared me because I forgot to sleep for 1 night or 2 nights, and I was building, and I just kept forgetting. So, during my first attempt of recording, it flew down and smacked me and scared me. It was really loud as well, so I jumped a little bit in the seat. Okay, so this will probably be the cutoff right here for now. We'll come back and then expand that. If not, I can kind of abandon that being a doorway because I don't really like multiple exits. So I think this L-shaped dwarven hold here is gonna be interesting. It's just a little time consuming, but that's okay. But, you know, again, the grand scheme of everything, we'll be working on a bunch of cool stuff. Work on a lighthouse, or, you know, a signal area by the lake, and we'd probably make an underground base too, you know, cool stuff like that. Underwater. But the mountainside's pretty nice. We'll just have to work on the staircase, so that's coming up more likely next. So, stay tuned for that one. That'll be a fun one. We'll work on the staircase. I'll get most of it prepped, and so it's not as dulling to see, so it'll be nice. And then probably work on some animals, because, you know, there's a couple sheepies. We got the bees up here. You know, there's a sheep up here hanging out, you know. Well, I'm just going to call him Frank. So, how you doing, Frank? Because there's some pillagers that are running around here, too. I ran across a few of them in the last episode. That was an interesting fight. They kept shooting me into the water. They didn't damage my armor too much, so that's good. But for now, we're looking pretty decent, pretty snazzy. It's just saying 30 episodes, like I said in the last episode, 30 episodes from now, if we get that far. I'm sure we will, because it's nice to build everything up before we go after the dragon. So yeah, this is looking good. We'll start working on some walls. We'll have a fireplace and stuff, incinerary, probably built more on this side of the mountain, more likely, because I don't want wood. It will just start burning. I mean, I'll put carpet down in certain areas, you know, have more decorative side of the place, but, you know, more serious side as well, because we want to make sure we have enough efficient equipment and stuff. Smelting room for sure. Bedroom. Oh, nope. Speaking of furnaces, I just made plenty of them. Well, you know what? That's good, because that's going to be for later. We'll have a whole wall dedicated to it. Dedicated. No. Yes, dedicated. So go ahead and work on some of this. It's looking a little gray here, but that's the theme. You know what? Since we did mostly this already, and I've showed this off, again, just the view is just so nice. Like, that hill over there is so impressive to me. Plus, there's a ravine right there. That hill's impressive. That mountain is gorgeous. That is a beautiful design. This kind of remind. Why'd you leave? This reminds me of old Minecraft when floating islands were a thing, because there's still some floating stuff around. It's so odd, and I like the obscurity and difference, because it's just so weird. I like it. A lot of lush green. So let's go ahead and fill this in. So we don't want to go crazy on there. Oh, we'll also build a pond up here for fish. That is also on the cards too. Oh, let's go ahead and fill this all in and make it look nice. Because then we can start taming more of the land. Okay, we don't want to leave that behind. We need all the resources right now. So let's go ahead and fill this in. It's almost done. Some of the crazy caveness, because this was a cave, so I did overtake it and make it look a little better. Yeah, so look at that. We actually got it filled in. It's just now we have to take this part out and level all this out. Because we got plenty of room to work with and expand with. So I'm excited for it. So let's go ahead and try to finish some of the house. Actually, I want to fill that up too, because I don't want that exposed. Certain spots I want it exposed, but I don't want it overly exposed. Because it's just going to stick out like a sore thumb and nobody's going to look at that. Yeah, so go ahead, take care of that. This, I mean, this sticking out, that's a difference, because this is like our grand entrance here. So, let's go ahead, and, you know, we got a couple more blocks for us here today. So, let's see, a lot of this is gray, and it's a little dark in here, so it's going to be hard to kind of see it at first. I think we're almost all done, actually. Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to being done for the shell of the house. Oh, besides the ceiling here. We just got to give it life next. Let's see, it should be good. I think we're going to run out of blocks. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to need 2 more blocks there, and let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we need 12 more blocks. Good thing there's a bunch of it being done for us. This is chaotic. Oh, we got enough. So there we are. Do a final check. Real quick. We'll go a little slower just in case. You know, we missed the smooth little stone area. Yeah, we don't see any regular stone. Okay, so yep, this is the structure of the house, everybody. So this is looking good. I'm liking it. So let's go ahead and then head down here because we'll turn this into a room actually down over here. We'll start building here. So let's go. You know, it's getting dark. Let's change it up. You know, the first night of your new house or new apartment or townhome or wherever, you know, your new place. You don't really have any furniture, right? So that's, you know, got to do the whole sleeping bag in the living room method. Well, everybody, this will be all for the episode today. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for watching. You all have a good night, good day, good morning, wherever you're at. Have a good one. Goodbye.